chess genius survival mission. How to survive lost chess positions. Sina Movahed, which Sina Movahed, become the champion of Title Thursday this week. Along his brilliant tactical games, he also survived 3 completely lost chess positions. He actually gained 2.5 points in positions that basically everybody just resigns, and one of them was against Magnus Carlsen. Imagine you're just 15 years old and you become the champion of Title Thursday with 9.5 points and surviving this position against Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen, the god of chess endgames, reached the position which is a +5 position for white. He has the same color bishop, his king is very active, and he just pushed a5 trying to finish off the game. Sina just took, and after take back, he just plays pawn to a5, trying to create some chances on the queen side. Takes, but Magnus has everything under the control and plays king to c5, preventing any kind of b4. But bishop to a2, trying to play b4. White is much faster. He just plays bishop h5, and after b4, he just plays e6 breakthrough, f6, trying to queen the pawn. So black has to play e5, f7, takes, and this is a completely lost position for Sina, and actually computer just suggests in mate in 28-27 moves, and white is completely winning. Let's see what happened. He just plays king a4, just trying some chances, king d5, b3, taking on e5, pawn to b2, bishop a2, controlling everything, king to b4, and white is completely winning, of course. But there are some tricks left in the position. As you can see, this is the h pawn, the corner pawn, and the color of the promotion is opposite to our bishop. So if you're going to queen this pawn, you should be aware that your opponent king should not reach these squares. Black cannot reach this square. If black reach these squares, then black is going to save this game. Let's see how Magnus plays. Of course, Sina just plays king c5, trying to bring the king to these important squares. Magnus just plays king f6, and after king d6, this is the critical position of the game, and here is where Magnus lost the control over the position. In this position, he should have just played bishop f5, preventing any kind of king d7. Just remind you that if you play king g7 in this, king g5, just black comes here, and if you take here, black comes here, and black will reach these kind of squares, and it's a draw. We will see something similar in the game. Magnus should have played bishop f5, preventing this, and after king d5, first playing king g6, I want to take, and after king e5, once again shouldering the black king by king g5, and now black is in zugzwang. He should move. If you play b1, I will just take it, and if you play king d5, I will just take here. And white is completely winning, just coming back and trying to promote the pawn. But in the game, Magnus just plays bishop to a2, trying to control this diagonal. But this is not the most important thing, because now king d7, black is just trying to come. King to f, bishop coming back, king to e8. Now black is trying to reach this square, so you need to prevent it. And now king e7. And now black is a step closer to these very important squares. In the game, what happens is bishop f5, just Sina maintains the king in this kind of positions, and then bringing the king here. And Magnus can find a way to reach the winning position. And here the problem is, yeah, you control this g8 square, but black is just going to sacrifice this pawn, and then playing king g8. And after this is a completely equal position. As you can see, you cannot put black in zugzwang, because if you are going to just play bishop a2, then black is stalemated. He cannot move. There is no another line, another file to go. So after h, there is no file more, and the game will end in a draw. Let's see what happens in another game. He also played against Jan-Krzysztof Duda, a very strong chess player, and in this position, Duda is completely winning. He can actually here just play queen takes d5, and probably black should resign, because after knight d5, we have rook c8, bishop f8, bishop h6, game over. This is just checkmate. So after queen takes d5, black should just come back, and white just won a rook. But Duda didn't saw this, he just takes on a5. And let's see what happened in the game. He just plays rook f5, trying to attack. Bishop to g3, knight d4, once again attacking. Once again, if you just play queen e8, bishop f8, rook c8, game over. But Duda was not finding these moves, and he just plays queen b6. He thought, okay, if I just close this diagonal, it will be all okay. And in this position, Sina just plays bishop d4. And now if you take on a7, I have bishop a7, f2 is hanging, g3 is hanging in some position, a5 is hanging, so you need to give a check here, king d here, and rook c8. Okay, white is still trying, but in this position black just simply plays knight takes g3. If you give a check here, I'll just go here and everything is protected. He gives a check here, king here, and here Duda says okay, draw, but Sina says no draw, rook e7. Once again, queen d6, queen e7 is somehow equal, but Duda plays rook c6, king to g7, and after queen takes e7, he just takes on f2. And if you go here, I'll take your rook, so he takes, and after just very simple moves, black is threatening checkmate, white has to give up the queen, and black just won the game. You might say he's very lucky. Yeah, he's lucky because he's creating the chances. He's creating some chaos in the position. If you don't believe it, just watch this game. This game is marvelous. He's playing against one of my friends, actually, Amir Mohammad Hamidi, one of FIDE master from Iran. His bullet is fantastic. He's top 10 in bullet in the world. Let's see what happened in this game. Sina kicked off with knight to f3, and we have the King's Indian structure, g3. And very soon we have the double fianchetto system. c6, black is trying to create some squares, controlling some central squares also. Queen c2, a5, rook to d1, putting the rook in the semi-open line, knight c5. Very typical ideas in the King's Indian, rook e1, and now a4 breaking through on the queen side. And to be honest, in this game, black outplayed white, and he just won this a5 pawn, and he came and won also this c4 pawn. And black is completely winning. It's -2 chess position, queen b6 check. We have knight a3. Black is playing perfect chess. And little by little, black is making progress. But as you can see, look how Sina plays. He plays f5, f6. And from here, he starts a very strange plan. He plays knight to f3. And after bishop takes f1, queen takes f1, queen to a6, he just do not trade the queens, of course, because he's in a very bad position. Queen to h3, putting the queen in some position that he might create some chances. It's a 3-minute chess game without any kind of increment. Knight to c4, rook to d1, just defending everything. And after knight d5, offering another trade, so this knight came back into the game. He just goes knight g5. And black asks a question, what are you doing? I'm just going to play h6. What are you doing? And here, he just creates another chaos. He just plays knight takes f7. Without any reasons, without any, theoretical reasons, black is just winning a piece. But with some practical reasons, in this position, white knows that it's his only chance. If he just plays this position without any sacrifice, without any complications, he will absolutely lose this position. So he tries to open up the position. He tries to create some problems for black. He just brings knight to e2. Imagine you play knight g5, knight f7, and then you just play this move. And it's black that actually attacking right now. He just takes on a2 also, and he just gives a check here, and it's completely winning. He's just hoping to have some position to be able to execute his plans. Black just simply takes on a1 and gives a check and takes this pawn also. Black is a piece up, and here he even wins a rook. In this position, white gives a check on d7. This is the consequence of that sacrifice that we took on f7. It's some kind of practical play. So we made this choice, and now black's king is weak. And in this position, black was just super relaxed and thought, okay, it's just a completely winning position. I'm a rook up, and I will just simply play bishop e7, and after taking, maybe queen e3, queen e7, and it's over. Actually, rook e7 was completely over, because if you take, there is queen e3, and after this, we have queen e7, and black is 3 pawns up. And he's probably going to win this game. He has more time also on the clock. Also, king takes f6, queen takes e8. Black is still better. He has some checks, at least draw some winning positions also, winning chances also. But in the game, he just made a mistake with bishop to e7. And it's mate in 2 for white. Can you find it? Can you spot it? Just write down in the comments if you spot it, that I will also know that you watched this video till this moment. After bishop e7, it's just mate in 2. Queen e6 check, knight takes g6 checkmate. Wow. You might say he's lucky. I will say yes. But in order to be lucky, you need to create chances. Magnus Carlsen also said this. In order to be successful, in order to be lucky, you need to try a lot, to have some chances and also welcome to the channel, whoever you are, Ovi. welcome. You can also subscribe to the channel. So basically, in order to be lucky, you need to create chances. You need to try. You need to be stubborn. He's very stubborn, believe me. He's just trying every single move, even in very lost chess positions. There are many chess players that says, okay, this position is lost, I don't have any. He's not like this. He's just going to try till the end. He's just trying, and he will find some chances. This knight g7, knight f7, and this survival mission against Magnus Carlsen, surviving a mate in 25 moves against Magnus Carlsen. Of course, Carlsen made the mistake. Of course, Duda made the mistake. He was completely winning in this position. It's actually my plus 20 position. He's completely winning. And in this position also, his opponent made a mistake. After rook e7, he's just completely winning. But he survived these games because he tried, because he's playing a lot of games. And with these lots of game, and he has very, very strong tactical ability. When you have this strong tactical ability, maybe his positional understanding is not as good as someone like Carlsen or Duda, but he has a very, very ready mind. He solves a lot of tactics, he plays a lot of games, and whenever he sees a chance, he will go for it. That's it. And he won this title Thursday, and the next title Thursday he became the third. He has also brilliant games in that section. I will also try to create some videos about them. Just tell me what do you think, write down your thoughts, and remember always to enjoy chess and